Hi, I'm Keith. Welcome to How to Build Your Own Home. And I want to answer a question that came to one of my students just this morning, in fact. And it's a question that a lot of students have. And here's the question. We had plans drawn up already for a house, but it's pricing more than we want to spend. And this happens a lot. We start to design our dream home, our forever home, and then we realize when we do the cost analysis on that, the cost per square foot, which is part of the first steps course at how to build your own home, they realize, wow, this is too much. I've seen this happen a lot. So I'm going to answer the question how to approach that. And they said here, they asked, should we start over and draw up another house plan? Well, I'm going to show you what the old pioneers did. This is a 150-year-old home and what they did at the start and how they dealt with the need for space and growth down the road. So let's go up to the side of the house and I'm going to show you the two things that are most important to answer this question. How should you build and how should you build to accommodate all the square footage you need? Let's go take a look. Okay, this is how they solved for that problem. We all see the size of the home we want or that we need, but we can only afford a certain amount right now, and then hopefully we'll deal with what we need later on. So here's how the pioneers did it. This here home, the main section of this home, is 496 square feet down below, and it's the exact same, about a little less than that. It's about, I'd say it's about 400. Let's just add 400 square feet up above. So that's under 1,000 square feet. This here main structure of the building is under 1,000 square feet. That was the first build. This was the first section of the home that was built. As they had children and as they grew, then they added what's considered a lean-to section. This here is 576 square feet as an addition. Now, if you're looking back in the time of the early, late 1800s, early 1900s, and realizing you really couldn't afford to build a 1,600 square foot home at the time. So you're going to shave off close to 600 square feet and you're going to go for just under 1,000 square feet. And that's what they built first. Now, can you find plans to do this? Yeah, you can design it for that. You can design a home so that's just this for now, and you can do the addition on later on. If you can start thinking like that, you're going to save a lot of money. You're going to have less of a headache. You're going to have not as much debt on the initial build of the home. And it's a lot more easy to manage now. And you can think in advance, what do I want to do? I was pleasant enough to come on this job site and do a complete restoration to see what they did before, what they did after, and all that kind of stuff. It's been a real interesting build, and we're going to do a post on that. But I want you to start thinking in terms of, okay, what can I build first that I can get into that's affordable, and then what can I add on to it, and how can I design the home for that addition? If you can start thinking like that, you can go into it steps. And this is the way a lot of old timers did. They built homes in steps like that. But you don't want it to look like it's a hodgepodge. You want to look like it's deliberate. So design it that way and just say, this is phase one and this is phase two. That's how you make it affordable for everybody, is thinking in terms of phases. I like phases. It's the best way. I've learned how to build for my family. It's the best advice I can give you on how to make sure you can build something affordable now, but at least have that forever opportunity down the road. This is Keith with How to Build Your Own Home.